This is the story of Suri Ikun and the two birds. Once upon a time, on the island of Timor in Indonesia, lived a girl named Suri Ikun. She had an older sister who hated her. She was always picking on her and calling her names.
Hey, Suri Ikun, sweep the floor.
So she did.
Suri Ikun, wash my dishes.
So she did.
Suri Ikun, go get Father's grindstone in the garden.
But they both knew that the garden was no place to go at night. In fact, it was said that the road to the garden was full of ghosts with long beards, terrible nails, large ears, and red glowing eyes. But Suri Ikun was not a coward, so she set off to do as she was told. When at last she came to the crossroads, she knew that she was not alone. There, before her, a ghost.
Hey, go away. I'm not afraid of you.
Thereupon the ghost became very angry. He unfolded a broad ear and wrapped Suri Ikun in it.
Hey, what's happening? Where am I going?
When Suri Ikun could see again, she was behind bars.
Oh no! I'm in prison?
There she was to be kept by the ghost until she was fat enough to eat. Every day the ghost brought her plates heaped with delicious food to stuff her like a pig. And every day the ghost would come to see how fat she was. It would squeeze her fingers. It would squeeze her arms. It would squeeze her belly. Not quite fat enough. But even though Suri Ikun knew that she would be eaten when she was fat enough, she didn't want to starve either, and so she continued to eat. One day, as she was sitting, feeling sorry for herself, she noticed two birds on the top of her cage.
Oh, poor little birds. You look so scrawny. Doesn't anyone feed you? Here, have some of my food.
Every day, Suri Ikun fed the birds, and soon they became much stronger. She was happy to have friends, and the birds were happy to have food. And one day, the birds said to her,
Hey, Suri, now that we're stronger, let's see if we can lift this cage and get you out of here.
And to her surprise, the birds lifted the cage. But all of a sudden, Suri Ikun saw the ghost coming quickly. The ghost was coming once again to see if Suri Ikun was fat enough to eat. The ghost squeezed her finger. The ghost squeezed her arm. The ghost squeezed her belly. Fat enough. I'm hungry.
Oh, wait. I know that you are are keen on spear throwing. You love to throw a spear, don't you? Well, I bet that you can't even hit me with a spear thrown backwards.
Oh, you don't think so, do you? Well, just watch this.
As soon as the ghost had turned its back on Suri, the birds lifted her away to the top of a cotton tree nearby.
Phew.
But the ghost charged after her, and very angry the ghost shook the tree, but Suri Ikun held on tight. As the ghost started to chop down the tree, the birds lifted Suri once more away to a high rock.
Phew, we should be safe up here. No one could get us all the way up here. Oh no! Here comes the ghost! He's climbing up the mountain!
But before it could reach her, the birds swooped down and pecked out the ghost's eyes, as if they were picking cherries.
Thank you, birds, for saving my life.
No, thank you for saving ours. We would have starved had it not been for your generosity.
Yeah. And if you hadn't have fed us, we wouldn't have been strong enough to save you.
And so the birds decided to make Suri Ikun queen of the rock. And they all lived happily ever after.